If you're going to prepare your business to grow or prepare your business to sell, there's a point where you have to have tough conversations. And one of those conversations to have is about the people on your team who belong and don't belong. And so, what are those questions you could ask? How do you look and why does this matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Sylvan, coming to you live from Consulting Secrets on a perfect day to talk about business, growth, opportunities, the right people and roles, and a fantastic day to talk about you. All right, so getting called and saying, hey, Scott, I want some help me grow my business or help me prepare to exit. There are conversations that are tough that have to be had. And one of the most important is who is on the team and who isn't on the team. And so if we start thinking it in terms of a launch window, if you're going to plan 5 years, 3 years, or 2 years out, you've got limited run. It seems like that's a long time, but you have a lot of things to implement. You've got a lot of things that you got to do. And for every person that compounds or stops you from your growth, it's that much more time it adds or just subtracts from your ability to get to your exit window, to get to that number that you're trying to achieve. And here are the common people who don't want to see growth. Somebody who's high up in the company who feels like if you change things, their roles and responsibilities are going to increase. Somebody high up in the company who knows that if you sell, their gravy train is over. Their ease is gone. Somebody up high who has protected their kingdom by hiring a bunch of underlings that aren't good at what their role is. So that's up top. Medium could be like a family member or a friend that for whatever reason you have some sort of loyalty to them. And then I have to point out, but they don't have loyalty to you in the business. They might have loyalty to you personally, but not in the business. And so they may not be doing their job, their role, their responsibility at the capacity that they could. Okay. And then all the way down at the bottom, it's just somebody that you like and you want to see what's best for them. And you hope that they're going to change their ways. The people who are the most dangerous are the people in the medium area and the people who are at the top, because they signal to the rest of the team, hey, maybe we don't have to do this. Hey, maybe this isn't what's expected of us, and we could probably get away with doing is not as much. And so let's say that you're on the path of like you've got a 5-year plan. It may take up to 6 months for you to finally settle in and say, I'm going to let these people go. I'm going to find a different route. I'm going to find a different opportunity. So now you're at 4.5 years. If you're on a 3-year run, now you're at 2.5 years. And if you're on a 2-year run, now you're at 1.5 years. And it just makes stuff so much complicated. So much more complicated. And this is why one of the ways that you can alleviate some of this and illuminate what's going on inside of your business is for you to use dashboards. Okay. And I know that this may like, hey, Scott, like, I really don't want to. I'm going to share with you, having this inside of your business frees up more than you know. And having the ability to look on any given day or any given week and any given month to know exactly where things are gives you some knowledge. Now, the people who push back against dashboards are the people who are trying to hide stuff. And it may not be nefarious on their end where they're trying to hide it, but it could just be that they don't want to see that they're going to have to do more work. They don't want to see that they're going to have to manage more people. They don't want to see that they're going to have to tell people, hey, it's your role and your responsibility. So dashboards become the key, and like you have 30 to 60 days to get those in place, right? What are the 3, 4, or 5 key metrics per department for sales, marketing, and accounting? Like if you were like, hey, Scott, what are the key places I should look? Sales, marketing, and accounting. Sales is what's being sold. Sales is leads. Sales is closing rate. Marketing, how many leads in, how many leads were set. Accounting is money in, accounts receivable, money out, right? And just off that data alone, you're going to come up with a couple more subsets and a couple more things to take a look at. Accounting is typically the place where I find the most amount of pushback in any company, in any organization, whether it's closing date. Like I have this belief that books should be closed on the 8th, 9th, or 10th. That's it. 8th, 9th, or 10th. Like, if it's January, February 8th, 9th, or 10th, those books are closed out. February going into March 8th, 9th, or 10th, those books are closed out. And the reason for this is it tells you, hey, where are you at? And one of the things that I preach hard is like, where's your AR? Where's your accounts receivable? And how can you collect that money faster? The people inside of your business are like, hey, this isn't that really that big of a deal. On the back end, the faster that you can collect that money, the more important that it is for you. It's the one thing, like, especially in construction trades, it's the one thing in construction that'll put a company out of business. It's the one thing in almost every industry that'll put a company out of business. The reason I went so deep on this and say, like, here's all the steps, because I want to make sure that you understand how important having the right team is. And the people who are and are not on your team, by what I just shared with you, will be very obvious. You got one of three things to do from here. Just one of three. Find the subscribe button, click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.